Is this too close? Am I filming too close? Welcome to the vlog.
Hey guys, how's it going? Smashing. Okay, so today I'm going to be getting a tattoo and I'll be taking all of you guys along with me, so should be fun, right? Okay, so I have already got a few tattoos done this year already, and I kind of wished I'd started doing this kind of video when I got the first one done, but c'est la vie, what can you do? Yes, so like I said, I've already got a few tattoos done this year and there is a theme to them. Any of you out there who have been following my channel for a while will know that I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy VII, and I thought, you know, it was my favourite game when I was a kid, and I always said when I was a child that I was going to get a tattoo of Final Fantasy VII, so yes, I'm appeasing my much younger self and sort of trying to make myself feel better. So yes, it's all good. Now, obviously Final Fantasy VII for me was a game that was a very welcome distraction from certain things that were happening at home when I was a child. So yeah, it's kind of a way of, like, you know, rewarding my younger self for having gone through what he went through and making it through the other side, I guess. That's the cringy, embarrassing reason why I'm getting Final Fantasy VII characters tattooed on my arm. So yes, anyway, without further ado, let's hit the road. So the tattoos that I've been getting recently have been based on Final Fantasy VII, which is, you know, my favourite game of all time. And coincidentally, the tattoo artist that I found on Instagram actually worked from a shop in my old neighbourhood where I grew up, so that's pretty cool. And his whole thing is, like, you know, manga and anime and video game characters. So yeah, it's kind of like it was meant to be, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it'll be quite nice to go back to my old neighbourhood and, you know, see where I grew up and all that kind of thing. And you know, experience a bit of nostalgia, I suppose. He's a really cool guy as well, and I love his artwork. So yes, I started getting tattoos with him back in the summer, and I'm going for like a half sleeve. Yeah, I've got like 3 characters from Final Fantasy VII so far, and I'm also trying to cover up a tattoo that I got when I was a lot younger, and it doesn't really mean anything to me, so I just wanted to get a tattoo basically back then. So yes, I'm going to try and use one of the characters from Final Fantasy VII to cover up this tattoo that I really don't like anymore. So yes, hopefully we can be successful with that, and he can pull something out the bag. I've given him some examples of what I would like and what character I want, so we'll see what he can do, I suppose. So I suppose there might be some people out there who possibly don't have a tattoo that might be thinking, does it hurt getting a tattoo? Now, of course, the answer is yes, it does hurt, but it's not unbearable. It's totally bearable if you just sort of like distract yourself, I guess, maybe listen to some music or a podcast or something. But yeah, you can totally just sit through it. It's no worries, really. Sort of in the area of the tattoo spot now, so yeah, I'm going to sort of sit down for a bit, chill out, maybe have a little bit of a drink, and you know, maybe eat something just to sort of keep my blood sugar up, I guess. But other than that, I'll see you momentarily, for you at least, in the guitar shop. I was going to say guitar shop, tattoo shop. But yeah, it'll be just a moment for you, but for me it'll probably be like 10 minutes or so, because I want to sort of, like, you know, drink some water and chill out for a bit, just get myself in the zone, you know what I mean? But yes, I shall see you in a minute in the tattoo shop. Peace. Okay, so I'm just approaching the tattoo shop now. Do I have any bogeys? Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll see you in there. Okay, so I've just come out of the tattoo shop and it is now dark and raining. I got to the tattoo shop at about 1 o'clock, which was when I was booked in, and it's now roughly about 7 o'clock. So yeah, it took about 6 hours, I think. We did have a break in between about halfway through, but yeah, about 6 hours roughly, so that's not too bad, I suppose. But yeah, I'm wrapped up at the moment, and I'm so happy with how it's come out. I'm so happy with the Barrett tattoo that I now have added to the collection of Cloud, Red 13, Aries and Barrett. So yeah, it's super cool. I don't have much room left for Tifa. I really wanted to have Tifa as well, so I could have, like, you know, Team Midgar, so to speak, but I'm sure we'll work something out eventually. But yeah, like I said, I'm so happy with the tattoo, and Ikki is such a great tattoo artist, and you know, just so easy to hang out with and like get tattooed by. So yes, very happy with the result. As you can see, I'm wrapped up at the moment, but you know, for the next week or so, I'm probably going to sort of like just wash it and, you know, treat it with coconut oil and all that kind of thing, and hopefully it should heal quite nicely. So let's just cut to a week's time and see how I'm healing, shall we? Okay, peace.
So, after 1 week of healing, using coconut oil and various moisturisers, I think we're doing pretty well with the healing process. We're kind of going through the crispy phase at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of scabbed up a bit, but it should be okay. So yeah, I'll see you again in another week's time to see how it's healing. Cool. Okay, so it's now been 2 weeks since I got the tattoo done, and it is healing really nicely. I can honestly say that I am so happy with the way it turned out, especially seeing as it was a cover-up as well. I think it actually turned out pretty cool, and yeah, I couldn't actually sort of find anything wrong with it, so that's pretty good. I think I'm pretty much done with the half sleeve now. I've got a couple of spaces here and there kind of thing, but I think if anything they kind of add to the contrast. I might get them filled in with something at a later date, but I'm in no rush to do that right now. I did want to get another character, a fifth one, added to this, but I don't think I've got enough room on my skinny arms, to be honest. I wanted to get Tifa Lockhart as well, who is a character from Final Fantasy VII also, and she's a pretty integral character to like the whole plot and everything, so I would have liked to have got her somewhere, but maybe I could add something with her later on in the future, I'm not really sure yet. But yes, it's healing nicely, and I love the way it's turned out. It covered up what I wanted it to cover up perfectly as well, so yes, I have no complaints whatsoever. As I've said to you before, Final Fantasy VII is my favourite game of all time, and I am so happy that I finally managed to get some tattoos done of the game that I love so much. I always said when I was a kid that I was going to get some tattoos of Final Fantasy, or at least one, so I'm so glad that I finally managed to do that. Yeah, I'm super chuffed, and yeah, just the artwork itself looks exactly how I imagined it as well. Like, I can't really see any sort of like mistakes or anything. I just really like the way it looks. So yeah, I couldn't be more happy, to be honest. I think Cloud's probably the one that came out the best out of all the characters. Maybe possibly Red 13, but I don't know. I think they all look pretty cool, so yes, I'm super chuffed. If any of you out there don't know Final Fantasy VII, then I definitely recommend it. They brought out a remake back in 2020. That was part 1. Part 2's coming out early next year, and then part 3's coming out God knows when. But yes, it's an amazing game, and I prefer the original, of course, to the remake, but I think they've done an awesome job with sort of like updating it and bringing it into like the modern era, I guess. But anyway, enough of that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to hit like and subscribe and all those awesome things that you guys always do. If you want to check out Ikki's tattoo work on Instagram, I'll leave a link in the description also, and check out Me Tattoo in Eastbourne as well, because they've got some great artists there, and if you go onto their Instagram and have a look at them all, yeah, you can sort of see like, you know, the sort of quality of the work that they produce, I suppose. Yes, I couldn't be happier with my experiences there, so yes, not sponsored of course. Yeah, I just wanted to sort of, you know, share my day getting a tattoo there, and just, you know, all the work that I've had done there so far. So yes, it's been a really cool experience going there, and yeah, I felt more than welcome and comfortable, and yeah, they played great music, and just you know, it was a really good atmosphere and good environment. So yes, very cool. Anyway, I shall let you guys go now, so take it easy guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. He had a good voice.
Ah, stop it.
No, not you,
Oh,
him.
you. Oh, you. Me?
Him.
Oh, okay, I thought you were trying to talk about me.
No.
Oh, you mean, at least you're honest. No, you shit. No.
I'm not saying that. You're not Chester.
That's a good valid point. I think he died because of his friend, right? The suicide and stuff. Like, killing himself because of the guy from Dead Scenes by
Chris Cornell.
yeah, that's it.
Soundgarden.